Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So it's been a while since I've uploaded anything. I think it's gonna be like 3 weeks since I've uploaded, so we have a lot to discuss. There's a lot going on. Today's video is going to be my December 2019 Ipsy bag review, and I'm gonna be using some of those products today to do kind of my makeup look with you guys. During Thanksgiving time, I had an infection in my toe, which got worse, and then I had to actually get a partial toenail removal. And because of that, you have to like keep up with it and stuff, and it was a little bit of pain, to be honest, and we'll get into that as I'm doing everything, but it was pretty painful, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about that. I did realize as I sat down to do my December Ipsy bag that there are Ipsy products that I've told you guys I was going to use at a later time and review, and I never reviewed those products. So we're going to have to do a video on that. A lot of people like my skincare and my more chattier like question Q&A videos, so we're going to be doing another skincare, another Q&A. I have to review the Ipsy products that I never reviewed. I want to do at least 2 holiday looks, so I'm hoping to do one Friday and another one, maybe 2 more. I want to do a lot more videos, you know, and dealing with the infection and like that whole thing. I really didn't have time to sit down to film much, and the last couple of months have been really busy for me, and I just haven't had the time to really sit down to film videos. I did sit down to film something last week at the end of the week, and it got deleted, and my whole phone gallery got deleted, so I lost everything. Wiped me clean. So hopefully this video will let me film a long video, because there's nothing to like compare it to in my gallery that it would take up space. So yeah, I'm gonna stop rambling on and let's get into my December 2019 Ipsy bag review. So it comes to you like this, your Ipsy bag. The first one that I got was in a like fuchsia colored bubble wrap. The last 3 have been in this color. So yeah, for December's Ipsy bag, it comes in this kind of silver illuminated kind of foil bag. I already know because I open the bags when I get them. I got this yesterday, so I open the bags when I get them, and then I'm able to quickly go through and see what can I use in my video. So I'm not going to be able to use the watermelon face oil. Wait, hold on. The watermelon illuminator daytime face oil for Hanhu. I'm not going to be able to use this in this video. When I do my skincare, I will use this, I promise. Because this needs to be used along with my Pure Brazilian leave-in conditioner for when I come out of the shower. So those have to be in like a skincare routine where I could show you using both of those products. So these 2 products will not be in my review today, but I could tell you a little bit about these at the end if you want to know more about the product, and then at a later time I'll review them. So really quickly, for the products that I will be reviewing today, I'm going to be reviewing this Tarte Park Ave Princess Amazon Clay Waterproof Bronzer, and the color is Park Ave Princess. So we're going to be using this bronzer. I'm going to be using the Thrive Cosmetics Liquid Lash Extensions Mascara. This is the one product that I picked, because you get to pick a product every month. This is the one that I picked, so we're going to be using that mascara. And we're going to be doing this, I think it is hopefully this is correct. Jolie Times Ipsy. I think this is a collab, and it's the Jolie Luxe Cream Mattes. My color, I have to read the card. Hold on. Okay, so it's the Jolie Cosmetics Luxe Cream Matte Lipstick in Lavanda. I hope that's right. And they give you every month a card with different like kind of theme. And it tells you about the products that you've purchased, how to use them, and a little bit about each brand. Okay, so I'm gonna put that away. I'm gonna do a full kind of natural glam because I do feel like I've already opened the lipstick and I haven't used it, but I opened it to see what the color would be like so I could match an outfit to it for today. And I do think it's a little bit dark, so I'm gonna do something lighter on my eyes. Not doing too much with a liner or anything because I want to do the mascara review, and you're gonna have to like see if that works. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna go into face and get started with that because I start with my face. The only thing I have on right now is chapstick and moisturizer. Oh wait, that's what I wanted to say. So I've been using this protein, what the fuck is this? I scratched my little moisturizer because I can't have anything that's nice. I ruin it. So this is a protein moisturizer cream from Drunk Elephant. So this is the moisturizer I've been using, and I've been using their jelly cleanser, the orange one. And I wanted to talk a little bit about them because this is a really good skincare brand, especially for people who are acne prone or young. Like if you're in your 20s, like mid-20s like I am, and you're getting into skincare and like focusing on your skin a little more now because you are getting older, then this is a really kind of softer way to do that for younger adults. So this is a really good brand for that. Okay, so enough about that. So really quickly, I have made some product changes for this time of the year because I'm a little more dry. So I am now going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me concealer, the stick ones. I do prefer this kind because it's a little more dewy for when I'm a little more dry. So we're going to be using that. I have one open that I will be using first and then going into the new one. I do not use sticks, or if I do use sticks, I have them on a kind of palette if I'm working on clients. You should have something like a kit separate for client work than you do for your own, and you should never use what you use on your face with the stick on someone else with the stick. You should use disposables and place it onto a palette. So, I'm going to go in with this kind of Kiss Glow Activation Primer. And I'm going to mix this with my foundation because I'm a little bit dry. And that's what we're going to start with. I feel like I'm so close. This is just like a primer. It's like a dewy kind of primer. My acne's been pretty good. So I haven't had issues with that, but when I do, I switch off between the mud cleanser for acne and my jelly cleanser from Drunk Elephant. Not only have I been dealing with having my toenail removed, but been a little bit sick. So now I'm back. I want to film as much as I can. So yeah. Now I don't really take too much onto my forehead because it does crease a little bit, so I just put whatever's left over there. So as I'm doing my foundation, I'm going to be doing the Flawless Finish Satin Finish e.l.f. foundation today, and it does look a little bit dark. It's a natural, but it's really good for hiding my redness. So I'm going to mix this into, I do like 2 pumps. I'm going to mix this into the primer. to make it a little more dewy. So what was I saying? Because I don't even remember now. Yes, I want to film more. So I'm going to talk to you about the process with the toenail removal. And everybody's probably like, ew, but grow up, guys. So my toe is swollen. It hurts so bad. So I woke up and my toe was really swollen on Thanksgiving and it had white pus. So I was like, what the fuck? So I was really concerned about it. I went to the wound care. They gave me the right antibiotic, but it wasn't just an infection. The toenail had to be removed. And so the next day, I woke up the day after Thanksgiving, and the pus was now yellow. And my toe is like red and swollen, so like there's inflamed going down the toe kind of, and that's not really good. It means like if you have an infection that's spreading. So I went to the doctor who did my foot surgery about a year ago. For those of you who don't know about that surgery, I did start doing surgery videos because I've had quite a few, and I'm going to be adding that to my mix of surgery videos, and this will also be talked about probably in that. So I have a mirror next to me just so I could kind of see what I'm doing. So I went in, then there's like a doctor and then there's like a physician that like works with him. So the lady was like taking out the stuff and she's like, okay. She goes, half of the toenail is gonna have to come off. I was like, what? Because if you know me, like if you really know me, you know I watch the weirdest shit on YouTube, and that's one of the videos that I've watched, and it is such a painful thing to watch. So I freaked out a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, I've seen this on YouTube, like that shit is not happening to me, but it did happen to me. So I was like freaking out a little bit, and my mom's like, girl, you got this. So I had to stop for a minute so I could focus on the story. So the nurse is like, yeah, like half the toe has to come off. So I'm like, what the fuck? I'm freaking out. I do want to eventually be more PG, but this is not one of those videos. So I was freaking out, and so the doctor comes in. They have to like, what just fell? They have to like tie your foot, kind of like when you have blood work and they tie you up for the blood work. They tie your toe up like that. So he's like, okay, we're gonna like numb you. So sorry guys. He's like, we're gonna numb you. So he sprayed this cold stuff on my toe, and then he gave me about 6 injections with the numbing stuff, the needle. And he's like, the needle might hurt. The needle didn't hurt me. Everybody complains about the needle. That did not burn me, didn't hurt me. And then you have to wait, like, he waited like 20 minutes before he did the procedure. And he comes in, he's like, okay, you're like numb or whatever. He like poked me or something. So I was like, okay, like, wasn't thinking much. And then he takes out this thing to remove the nail from the nail bed. If you ever watch like nose jobs on YouTube and they like hammer the thing, it's kind of like that. He like sticks it into your toe all the way down. You feel it. I felt it, and you feel like something jabbing you in your toe, and it removed the nail from the nail bed. And I was like, oh my god, I felt that. And he was like, almost done. So then he takes this like plier, like nail clipper thing, and he like clipped the nail, and I like felt all of it, even though it was numb. It wasn't anything that like made me cry or nothing, but you're like, oh my god, like, ooh, you feel it. And so I felt all of that. And then you put like a gauze around your toe, and he like tapes it. For the first night you leave it alone, you don't touch it, and then the next day you have to remove that gauze, and then you clean it, and then you have to soak it. And that's kind of the process you follow for about like a week and a half after. So it is doing a lot better now. And then you have to finish the antibiotic because not only did I have it removed, but I had that infection. My toe got really bruised from where the injections are. So the skin's a little bit blue, but it did heal nicely. Well, it's still healing, but the overall incision from removing the toe is healing nicely. There's no more infection or nothing like that, so all that is good. I'm wasting all my time talking about this, so let's continue. So this is not really even like a real step, but I take this duo brow pencil and I take the lighter side and I like line underneath my brow and in here, which is like not even something like I probably should be doing, but I like it how it comes out after I do that. So I take that and I put in the inner corners and there, and then like with my finger I kind of blend that out. And I don't know, I feel like it does something, but it probably doesn't do anything. But it makes me happy and it makes me feel like my brows are lifted and in my inner corner looks different. So we're just gonna go with it. I'm gonna take my concealer that is like all used up. I'm gonna probably go into the new one. I'm gonna get ready for my concealer and contour. So I do that. Put some there, pimple. Been eating a lot of chocolate. I'm kind of surprised that I haven't broke out. I've lost a lot of weight. It's probably one of the only things that are going good for me. So I lost a lot of weight. I been eating really bad though. Been having a lot of chocolate. So I'm kind of shocked that I'm not breaking out more than this. This is kind of like nothing, so I'm gonna open the new one. So I've been eating a lot of chocolate. I'm in a really good mood today. That's why I'm really like hyper. So I'm just gonna show you what I do. So I like apply concealer like this because I need it. My skin is so thin around my eye area. So I just kind of go right in with concealer all over. So that's pretty much all I'm doing for concealer. It looks really scary, but I kind of learned from my classes too. If you kind of pat So I'm not gonna lie to you, I didn't even open the bronzer yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna like swatch the bronzer to see if I'm gonna go right in with that for contour, or if am I gonna use my stick and do that over the stick. Okay, so I swatched the bronzer and I don't really think it's gonna really be that dark. It's pretty light and like shimmery. So we'll do this over the stick. We'll see how that works. So I'm taking my stick. I really need my little brush. Here we go. Okay. I usually do use a brush to do very narrow nose contour. We're just going to use the stick today because I'm wasting all my time talking about my life like anybody cares. So, that's nose. That's face. And that is all this girl does. I keep it as simple as possible. So, I do kind of want, because it's like almost gonna be New Year's, guys. Like Christmas is around the way. Like what happened to the time? So I do kind of want to give little messages within my next few videos before New Year's. So let me do this. I can't like talk and do things, so I'm really sorry about that. Okay, so I don't really go crazy with doing my forehead or my jawline unless I'm like going out or something, which I'm not going out today, so there's no reason for that. We're just doing a YouTube video. So with these messages that I want to give, I'm going to give you one after I'm done blending out my contour. So if there's anything that I really get asked about really quickly, I did make some changes, like I said in the beginning, to the stuff I use. So I already previously put powder on this, and I'm just taking this and doing my face. I'm not diving into a powder again because my face is really dry. So I'm taking a just foundation based kind of powder all over to just set everything, but I'm not going crazy because of the way I'm more dry during this time. And that is it. And that sets everything, and we're good. So one of the messages, so I'm really sorry about that. My whole fucking camera flew, so if we're set up differently, I'm sorry about that. So one of the messages that I do want to give, and one of the things I get asked about probably the most, is about how, like, I'm single for so long. So my thing is always, like, you should never need someone else to make you happy. You should be more concerned with finding the happiness on your own. And I don't know, like, I've always just been the type of person who's been good on my own, and, like, I don't look for happiness in other people. Nobody else can give me like what I could do for myself to give myself happiness. So I don't need someone to make me happy, so I don't really tend to like worry about that. And also I feel like times are different, so you really want to make sure that you're investing your time into something that's gonna grow and like be what you want it to be. I don't really have time to waste. So I think that's really the biggest thing about why I'm able to be alone. And also because, you know, once you're comfortable enough to be alone, you kind of feel like you don't really want someone to come in and like mess up what you're working towards. So those are my reasons. All because like, girl, do it on your own, get it on your own, you know. And another thing I get asked a lot about is about kind of like a lot of people notice like a shift in me. So I personally realized a lot of self-growth and change within the last couple of months. Whereas before I was really passive, I'm not no more. And I think once you find your voice to say like, I'm not going to be treated this way, or I don't agree with something that's happening, it's really a great thing because you don't let people walk all over you, mistreat you, and stuff like that. And if you're not comfortable with something, speak up about it. Don't let nobody mistreat you. And I think one of the biggest things moving into 2020 is self-growth, self-worth, realizing that, and like putting your foot down for what's okay and what's not. You know, don't let people push you around, and always put yourself first. If you're not happy, if something makes you uncomfortable, if you're having anxiety about something, don't keep putting yourself in those situations if they make you uncomfortable. It doesn't matter who the person is. You're more important, move on. Put yourself first, take care of yourself first. So those are one of my very serious, deep discussions. So let's get back to makeup, because everybody's like, why did she get so serious out of nowhere? I don't even know. So now we're going to try to use this bronzer. I should have probably took out a brush to use the bronzer. Hello, Stephanie. Okay. So I need to get a brush. I have everything next to me. It's just like, you know, I'm really chatty today. Oh well. I have to like edit out a whole portion of my camera being smacked. What kind of brush am I going to use? I think it tells you what they're for on the back. Give me a second, guys. Yeah, that's for this. This is such a big brush for that. Alright, they say this is a contour brush. I'm using my e.l.f. silver brush set. So they say this is a contour brush. This is so big. But okay, we're going to give it a go. So I'm just kind of like brushing with my finger to make sure any loose hairs on the brush is like gone. I really hope this doesn't make me look too dark, because I don't want to look like a clown. Okay. I mean, I think I see like it's a little bit darker, but I don't know. I'm putting it in there. Is it doing anything? I don't know. Let's put it on my forehead where there's nothing there and see if anything happens up there. Kind of just soften that up. So I don't know. I look really like bronze, but I did like nothing. I don't know. Okay, so I'm not going to waste too much more time on that, because I don't even know if that bronzer worked or not. So I'm going to be going into eyes now. I'm going to do a very simple eye because I'm already wasting so much time. I wasted like 30 minutes. Probably like, why did she curl her lashes before she did eyeshadow? Sometimes I do it on myself before and after, and sometimes I do it before, just like how I prefer to do it. So I use some of that bronzer into my crease, so it is a really light bronzer shade. And then for the lid, I'm going to use a previous Ipsy purchase. So I'm going to be using this, let me just see if, just drop something. Let me just see if what I was going to say is correct. I'm going to be using the Madison Miller Ofra Collab Highlighter in Sea Shimmer for my lids. I really do love this like darker side for a highlighter, for a face highlighter for me. It gives me kind of like a residue. It is a rose gold shade. So I use it more as a shadow than I do a highlighter. So I'm going to be using... So I use this kind of a brush because it's my whole lid space. So I don't have to worry too much about going over my lid space when I use this brush, because it covers the whole thing for me. And then I just fill it in. And if anything gets like too high, you can just go back in with your crease brush. I just realized I don't even have a brow bone color. So I'm just adding that to my brow bone just to be the judge of that. And then I do think this is a really good kind of lengthening mascara. I got it on my lid on the bottom, so I'm going to clean that up. So it is really messy because the wand is so thick. If it was a little bit longer and thinner, it would be perfect to really get into the lower lash line and the edges. I do like it because it's a really good lengthening one. It's a little bit messy. And I did notice that it's a little bit clumping. So what I did actually is go in with my brow brush and just smooth it out. So I'm going to clean up underneath my eye, and I'm going to try to brush over. I'll use 2 coats. I don't know. This video is going to be like 50 minutes. So let's get into the lip. So I'm going to put some chapstick on, and we're going to apply the Jolie lip. So really quick, I have like a film around my mouth, so I'm gonna remove that because I don't know what that is. So I applied chapstick. This one's really like it's an Avon Moisture one, and it's just a light chapstick. It's not too greasy. We're gonna go in with the Jolie for a lighter eye. It tends to dry a little bit darker than what it is in the bottle. So I think this is going to be a pretty dark kind of shade. So I'm going to clean up the edges. It's really purple. Okay, so I completed my look. It's still a little bit wet, I think, the lipstick. We're going to wait a little bit longer for it to dry down, and then we'll do a transfer test. And so anyway, we are going to wrap up by kind of just talking a little more about each of the products. I did want to give you some info about the 2 products that I'm not using today, just to kind of tell you a little bit about them so they're not like completely left out. So the Brazilian Pure Brazilian leave-in conditioner is supposed to help with flyaways and split ends in the cold, dry weather. It says that you could apply this before the gym when you tie your hair up in a bun, but it is preferred to be used on damp hair before like blow drying and styling. And it says like 4 to 6 pumps. I don't know if I would do that much because my hair does tend to get a little more like greasy. Wait, I didn't tell you about the other product, girl. So the watermelon Hanhu Watermelon Illuminator Daytime Facial Oil is a hydration, brightening, glowing face oil. It absorbs quick into the skin. It's non-greasy. It protects skin against sun and environmental stresses during the day. That's what that says. So those 2 products are these. This is the leave-in conditioner, and this is the facial oil watermelon one. These will be used in a like skincare video at some point, and a hair video that I have to do now because I'm getting hair stuff. The Jolie Cosmetics liquid lipstick is pretty true to the color, I'm gonna say, in the tube, which is really like uncommon because usually it dries a bit darker. It feels really comfortable. I'm still not thinking it's completely dry because it's a little bit still shiny. So we're gonna give it a little more time to dry. I love products that are cruelty-free and kind of organic, and those are the products that I tend to like on my skin and on my lips, and they're like comfortable. As I'm getting older, I do tend to use more organic products. Actually, the Thrive Cosmetics liquid lash extensions that I use for mascara is the it's sulfate free, it's cruelty free, and it's also vegan, and something about stem cell fiber or some shit. and it's flake free. But I'm gonna tell you that it was a little bit flaky because I'm really real and really honest about my reviews, so it did get a little bit flaky, nothing more extreme. MAC has amazing lipsticks, concealers, and like palettes and stuff, but I do find like with MAC, with their mascaras, they do tend to bother me. They're very flaky, they irritate my eyes. So this is not as flaky as that. This is like workable. The bronzer is Tarte's Amazon Clay Waterproof Bronzer in Park Ave Princess. It is really light. This might be something good to use on my forehead just to kind of bronze me up. It's really good for a crease shade, so I'm gonna hold on to this. I think it's too light for like a contour. I might need something a little bit darker for like a contour. Was that all I had? Yeah, I think that was all I had. If you are interested in the brushes that I used today, they are this Silver Elf brush set. It is $11 set, and you get, I think, 11 piece brush set plus a little like book that you put them into. They're really good brushes, and I've been loving using those. If you're interested in what I used on my lids today, it's the Madison Miller Ofra highlighter in Sea Shimmer. It's rose gold. And this was from my October, my first Ipsy bag. And the brush that I used for highlighter is, I don't even know if the name of the company is on here. It is not, but this is in my previous video, so check that out if you like this brush and how it applied my highlighter. It's a really good brush. So that is all for today's video. I'm going to do a transfer test, but I still think this is not dry yet. Not dry. Okay. So this takes a while to dry, guys, so you want to keep that in mind before you like if you're like putting this on outside when you're about to go to someone's house for like the holidays or something. You might want to wait, or apply this maybe not in your car on your way there. Maybe apply this in your house because it's going to take forever to dry. But overall, it's a really good color. It doesn't make your teeth yellow, which some colors can do on the purple side. And it's pretty true to what the color is in the tube. So overall, that's good. It's creamy, whatever. But it takes a little while to dry. This is what the December Ipsy bag is. And overall, I tend to really like my Ipsy products, and it's probably one of the best things that I've got. There will be more videos to come. I hope that you like this. Please like and subscribe as always, and I will see you next time, guys. And there will be more videos, so stay tuned for those. And I will be doing a video of Ipsy products that I never reviewed yet. So yeah, bye guys.